Yes, I got a new wheel for my wheelbarrow. It turns out that the new one was less costly than fixing the old one, so I got a new one. And hopefully this will last longer than the old one did. But it really wheels a lot better with the wheel than it does without. Hi there, ready for my next reveal, and this is the same potatoes I did last time that were in the plastic pot. I have now in the Smart Pot, and I will show you the difference in the size of the pot. Let me back up and get the camera focused down a little bit for that. Just a minute. Okay, here's the Smart Pot, and here's the plastic one, and I can't get them right next to each other because of the wheelbarrow, but the plastic one is considerably taller. The Smart Pot comes up to about here, and as far as diameter they're about the same. So the plastic pot holds quite a bit more dirt, and I could tell because this is not nearly as heavy as this was. But let's get it dumped out and see what we got. Besides the size, a couple of comparisons I'll make between this Smart Pot and the plastic pot is that the Smart Pot, the roots can grow through the pot and kind of air prune themselves. That's kind of a plus. It tends to dry out quicker than the plastic, so it needs more care with the watering. That's a plus, or maybe a minus, maybe a neutral. The plastic pot was a lot easier to clean at the end. All I did was squirt the hose on it and it's like brand new. The Smart Pot, what I do is I let it dry out completely, and then I pick out the roots that have stuck in there and bang out the dirt, and I don't really wash them. That could be a minus. Maybe there's a chance of carrying a disease or something over into the next season, but I'm pretty careful. I use sterile seed potatoes, certified seed potatoes, not sterile, and the dirt is clean and sterile when I buy it, so that maybe is a neutral again as well. So there's good points and bad points. I may get a couple more plastic pots next year. I don't know. The jury's still out. I'll think about that over winter. There's plenty of time to worry about it. So I just thought I'd bring up those comparisons for you. Got my bowl here. And just to refresh, these are either Yukon Gem or Cara. The consensus so far is they're probably the Yukon Gem, but I still haven't heard from Brendan, so he will be the final judge on that. Okay, there's one growing right out of the top here. Got a little green on the back side. I may save that one for a seed potato for next year. Okay, let's dump her out. And it comes out of the plastic pot a lot easier than the Smart Pot. I think the reason for that is the roots tend to grab and actually grow through the Smart Pot. That's why you don't see a lot of roots going all the way around like that. Okay, there's another little one. There's another one. Oh, okay. So far they're quite a bit smaller than the other pot. I don't know if that means anything, or, well, I spoke too soon. Look at that monster. Wowee, that's a big one. I think that's the biggest one I've ever grown. This is more typical of the size, just for a comparison. Yeah, these are some nice ones. Small one. small one. Another small one. Okay. A few more small ones then with the plastic pot, but I don't know if that's because of the pot or just because of the way they grew. These were in the same vicinity in the garden, a little further, one pot removed from where the ones in the plastic pot were. So they should have gotten roughly the same amount of sun and all that other stuff. Okay, I'm thinking that's about it, but let me move this so I can really get in there and give it a last time I took the dirt and dumped it in the, I'm filling in a low spot in the yard, and dumped it in there and found 2 more potatoes I had missed. So they were small ones though, so I'm not going to alter the weight. Okay, that appears to be it. I'm going to dust a little of the dirt off them and get the scale out and see what we got. Just for the sake of comparison, I brushed the dirt off of this one so I could get a better look at it. Now this one does not seem to have the pinkish eyes that that one from yesterday had, so who knows, maybe I've got a mixture of them here. Okay, let's turn this on. It's set for pounds and ounces, and let's see what we got. 4 pounds 7.6 ounces. So I'll take off a little bit for the bowl, and let's call it 4.5. And you can't quite see the 7 because of a reflection. Let me move over here. There you go. 4.75. I'm happy enough with that, and it's actually very similar in yield to the plastic pot. So maybe, oh wait a minute, it's not, it is different. The plastic pot had 3 seed potatoes, and I thought I had 3 in this too, but looking back at my records I only had 2. So I got the same yield from one less seed potato in the Smart Pot than I did with the plastic pot. I don't know that that is anything conclusive by any means, but there you have it. Okay, that's it for my comparisons here. The next one I harvest will be a red potato, the Red New Orleans. So stay tuned for that. In the meantime, as always, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.